Hey guys, what's going on? This is Snamcraft and welcome back to the second set in the fight between Snow and Firebat Hero as part of the Laddernet series. So far we had one nice, kind of a shortest game. It could be a little bit longer, but that's fine. There's so much skill difference between these two players. Let's see if Firebat Hero will have a chance to fight back here. Will it be a hero or will it be a Firebat? All of those options are there for you on the table. If you are making your table, if you're making dinner right now, please give me a shout out. We had one viewer who was always watching Namcraft when he was making dinner. We had another viewer, a Namcraft fan, who always loved to watch Namcraft when he was taking a dump in the bathroom. So what other activities do you do when you're watching Namcraft? Please let me know, and let it be some crazy activities like having a sexual intercourse relation with some people while watching Namcraft at the same time and just climaxing just as the reverse shot is hitting the tank side parts, something like that. So let me know in the comments. Sorry, this is a little bit of an 18 plus introduction, but I would tone it down. So be sure to invite your kids to watch along to this next part of the battle. The game is going to be played on the map Knockout, brand new ASL Season 20 map. Gateway coming down for Snow. It's the bottom left corner of the screen. This is the map photo. There it is. And as for the map stat, you can enjoy it on this right side. Knockout, 57.1% win rate for turn, very, very strong. And we're going to be having the barracks opening. And with this close distance, of course, Snow's going to be super careful because there could be some kind of early marine rush or something like that. But looks like there is going to be a very standard scouting pattern. And Snow is very, very lucky to find his opponent right away, which is very, very good. I guess I do want to show you some information, some interesting stuff, as this probe is going to take some hit against the SCV here. So I guess I do want to show you some information about the various player. What do we have exactly? Do we have a Firebat Hero's face? I don't have it. But I do have Snow's information. There it is. So Snow, his name is in Korean is Jang Yun Chul. And he was born in 1993. That's right. So it makes him 32 years old. He's among the younger players. Like together with Soki, they are relatively young compared to the other players. Wait, hold on. Why is this not moving? Oops. Something is happening weird. Hold on, guys. Wait, I need to be able to reflect this correctly. Now it's working. Sorry for that. So that is Snow's information. And if you look at his Elo score last year and this year is very, very high, 1384 to 1435. I mean, it's ridiculously high. So this is where Snow is standing. Because this week, let me just quickly show you the Elo stats. I have to update this for this coming week, but so far still has a bit of validity on it. Snow is at number 5, 1363. So keep that in mind as we dive into the next part of the info stat, which is going to be the player card for Firebat Hero. I bet you're all dying to see what is his stats, right? Because he's of course a very famous player in the past. So his name is Lee Seung-yeon. And he was born in 1988, so he's a little bit of an older player. I mean, he's a little bit older than Snow, but a bit younger than Stork kind of thing. Stork was his teammate back in Casper's team. Samsung Khan, I don't think he belonged to any university. Now, he actually doesn't do any of those stuff. He has his own channel, which is huge, by the way. 423 subscriber, 1,000 subscriber on YouTube is a huge accomplishment. That is 20 times more than Namcraft. By the way, I don't care about subscribers. I only care about money. So if you can actually, use some of your money instead of subscribing, just buy me coffee. That will actually really, really help me out. So I just want to let you know, just want to throw it out there in case you decided to have a towel. So I guess this is it. Let's put these pictures and these photos away. That is the player card and the Elo stats. Before I put it, let me just take some time to put it in the right order because it was not so orderly. I think this is a lot better. Maybe that is. Yeah, we shall see. I'm very sorry. I'm very nitpicky, and one of you have pointed out, Mr. McDonald, that I take the painstaking effort to just update all of the information, the data in the video description. That is true. I'm very obsessed with that. So if you are into those kind of very detailed stuff, you might really enjoy that. Video description section. It's gonna be a double fact push here. Of course, the same build as before. There's a vulture speed. He's gonna come up with a tank. Keep in mind on this map, Radeon, there's a lot of up and down. There's some bridges. So as long as Stoke can hold this area, I think he might be fine. He's gonna back up. And behind this, we are seeing double upgrade for the vulture speed, vulture mine, and looks like Firebat Hero will be going for a little bit of a motion heavy, but he's switched it back to tanks. Gonna make about 3 tanks. Okay, this is starting to get interesting. He has about 3 tanks. Compared to the previous game, he made 1 tank, a lot of vultures, and then the second pair, the second and third tanks came out a little bit late. That was a bit tricky, but anyhow, we're going to be having 3 tanks, and there is the dish as you can see it. Snow is very, very careful to put a pylon there to actually at least block it. There's observatory, and we shall see observers getting made right now. These tanks are crossing into I was going to say anime territory. No, that's not correct. Enemy territory. They start to come across. I think the vultures should be catching up momentarily. Let's see what kind of siege position can Firebat Hero pulls out. And because keep in mind that this is almost the same build as what he tried last game, and looks like there's gonna be some tank, 1 tank getting sniped right. But keep aware that you actually need 6 dragoon shot to kill the tanks without any kind of armor or weapons upgrade from neither of the parties. These dragoons are in some serious trouble. The probes coming up the line, and looks like they're still alive. And there's observer. There's observer. There's gonna be a mine explosion that kills 1 dragoon right away. This game looks like it is going to be Firebat Hero. He's slightly advantaged here. He needs to clear these mines in the middle of the map very, very soon. That tank at the right side is very damaged. He needs to get repaired. He died. Enough probes to go and hide on high ground. What about siege mode? There's siege mode. I don't think Firebat Hero want to siege it. Nah, like, he cannot siege here. I mean, he might want to siege behind this, for example, because it would take the enemy a long time to get out. And looks like there's going to be additional gateway coming in. And there's siege mode. There's going to be a marine. It might be better for him to go for a bunker. There it is. This is so classical play. I mean, this would fool like a weak like new player like me, but not against Snow. He would just walk across it, ignore it. He would finish the tank before the marines can even say hello. But there's going to be a second marine, and looks like this bunker is about to pull in. An SV getting sniped is very, very problematic for Firebat Hero. He will lose his bunker. He will lose the rest of the forces. There's going to be some marine dragoons. Going to be careful. There are still some mines, and there's going to be a mine drag. I think he just wanted to actually clear it a bit faster than usual. I mean, if he actually just uses dragoons to attack normally, he would be able to clear that area anyways. This floating unit is going to die. There's the probes returning. Where's the expansion? Where is the expansion? Where is the expansion? There it is. It's going to go down. I highly doubt that Firebat Hero is going to be able to save it. Before long. Anyways, this barracks will meet its fate. It might get repaired. Oh, it might get repaired. Oh my god. Oh my god, but this observer from Snow will see. He sees his SCV. He sees SCV. He need to actually snipe it before this units get into the yellow. There's a bit of army moving across the map, so we shall see what is going to be the vision from Firebat Hero. He is there. He started to move across the map, and so it's going to back up behind the support of the supply depot. This is going to be a 4 tanks, 2 vultures push there. There are no upgrades at all. Neither for these players, and there's going to be tanks sieging from the other side of the bridge here. It looks like Snow's done the right thing, which is backing up. Okay, this is very interesting. These tanks can actually shell this area, which is very, very tough on the Dragoons moving out. Where are the Reavers and Shadow? There's the Reaver. The Shadow is already made, but it's just chilling. We met some Mozilla. We might have seen some Mozilla. Okay, 3 Zetta's going to get created. Dragoons will actually eat a lot of volley here, losing their lives very, very quickly. That 1 tank is alive for way too long, and Snow is in some serious trouble. Looks like Firebat Hero might take a game off of Snow here. Looks like the Reaver is going to pick up. He's going to pick up some Zealot first. He might just drop the Zealot before the Reavers actually arrive. There's a Reaver coming across the map, and he will come in to pick it up. And I really, really admire the patience from Snow to hold this. I would just be panicking and just send him random troops away to die, but he's not that. He's very smart. He's not Putin. He's Trump. Trump waits heavily exactly how much is needed in each battles, and he actually doesn't commit American forces to foreign soils that much, and this is absolutely necessary. Anyways, this 1 tank will fall. What is the Zealot doing? Take some hit, and observers is going to get destroyed, but this siege position has been broken. Supply wise, we're going to be having 43 for Firebat Hero and around 69, so it's about 20-25 supply more. At this early stage, that is quite huge. Behind this looks like the command set has completed, so we need to have turrets ASAP. Otherwise I think Firebat Hero will lose. He's just playing out of just 2 factories. Not very good. Anyways, yeah, there's some supply depot in the corner, and there this is an academy. Looks like the forces from Snow move across the map. Now he's gonna get ready to expand. Not a bad idea. just like in the previous game, I think he wants to expand a little bit before he attacks. It looks like the Shadow is looking for openings. There are a lot of mines, of course. Snow doesn't see them. He comes across. He's got to look for openings. And there's a turret. He might lay the Reaver in the middle of the mine. No, he's going to back up. He's going to back up because what is he making? Shadow movement, Shadow speed is coming along. So I guess he wants to wait for that to maximize the potential. And he might go with some double Shadow attack here, which is going to be a very, very nice feast for the eye to see. We're looking at a 10-minute mark of the game. So I guess it's going to be the time for me to start to thank some of my fans who supported me in the last 30 days. I will just quickly show you their faces and their names. So there it is. This is Mr. Thomas, the Flying Dutchman. He's in the VIP thanking person this month. So very much, thank you very much, Mr. Flying Dutchman, and the rest of you. I guess I'm just gonna quickly tell you on the top note here. So we have thank you, Joe Connor. Thank you, Mr. Chuck Norris, the Spider-Mind. Mr. Thomas, the Flying Dutchman, I've mentioned you already. Peter from Poland, Georgie MM, Mr. Sullivan, Bobby Fisher, and also welcome back to the crew, Mr. McDonald. You were missing, you were on vacation, you were on duty, but now you're back to just chilling and doing nothing. I love it. I love it. Thank you very much for the support that you guys had. And this thank you text is very, very strange. We have some scans there from Barracks to see, okay, do you have Reavers? Do you have, do you have, spinning core, which will indicate something strange? And what do you have? So basically that is going to be what it is. There's going to be some attack though. The Reaver's landing. Oh, I completely missed this. Oh my god, sorry. Anyways, the Dragoon's going to dive in, and there's a Reaver. The double Reaver takes some shot. The first shot was great. The second shot kills some tank. There's going to be a siege down this to the other side. This left side is completely open. These tanks will siege, but the Reaver will take several shots. He loses Reaver. He doesn't care, but these Dragoons are losing a lot of their lives. Good shot, very, very good for the the Dragoons to take the hit from the tank, and the Reaver coming to finish up the job. Another nice fire. Another command center will possibly fall. There's a tank slowly getting made on the high ground here, but I think it's going to be very, very problematic. There's going to be no way that Firebat Hero can save this command center. It's going to be burning very, very quickly. There's a Reaver just waiting patiently outside. Snow could actually saturate his new base, not if he wishes to, but he's just leading in ahead so much. Anyways, it's going to be a Reaver shot that hits the tank, would kill several SCVs. Another shot, and this time it's going to be on what? There's no siege, but there it is. There's 2 siege, and that tank has died, which means looks like Snow's going to go in the high ground with a Shadow to take the tank shot. Is going to go inside the main because he knows the saturation of SCV is very, very healthy here. He will go for it. The Reaver is getting sniped, unfortunately for Snow, but we might have more forces coming across here. No Command Center. Oh my god. Command Center snipe. This game is like between a Gusu and a noob, basically. So I didn't know that the skill difference between these two players are that huge. But anyways, now the Dragoons are coming forward and the tanks don't have the time to siege. He doesn't even have the time to siege. I mean, Snow could actually pull the weak Dragoons back. He doesn't care. He would just go out there and attack some running units, and we can maybe have 1 tank, 2 tanks, 3 tanks. Anything else worth noting about this game? It looks like we're going to be seeing the tower getting thrown a bit here for Firebat Hero. He has fought hard, but he's not the hero today. Snow is a hero. We're going to be looking forward to Snow's game against Barracks. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this cast so far, feel free to buy me a coffee. The link to that is always going to be in the description. Let's just enjoy the calm moments. It's not really the calm moment, but the different kind of experience before the ASL semi-finals. GG from Firebat Hero is doing some chit chat. Actually, he doesn't know who Snow is. He thinks it might be a foreigner. And that Reaver is doing some sick stuff. Looks like the 2 people are having some chit chat. I will actually leave the chat transcript in the video description. If you actually want to see it, just check out the video. Excuse me, not the description, the pinned comment. And that's gonna be the best way for you to actually enjoy this. And as usual, buy me a coffee and let's congratulate ourselves and get ready for the next part of ASL. There's very, very little that Firebat Hero is actually doing. He still has about a bit of a high APM, but I bet half of his APM is in typing. He's just randomly spurting out words. And GG from Firebat Hero. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye bye.